Episode 23. Angel, it's Leo. Leo! Dario shouted out his name as if he were suppressing his anger. The little boy turned his head around and giggled. Yes, Uncle? Are you calling me? Wow, you actually called me by my name instead of little brat. Get out and don't make me repeat myself again. Jade clearly saw his indifferent face twitching because of the child. Why? I still want to play with my angel, the little boy said in confusion. However, the moment he saw that Dario's eyes looked like he was about to beat someone up, Leo sensed that something was wrong and took a step back. All right, since the most handsome uncle in the entire universe is busy, I won't disturb you any longer. The boy lowered his head and looked a little disappointed. However, just as he was about to walk towards the door, Dario said without emotion, Just go back where you came from. Oh? The boy turned back and walked towards the balcony. Jade felt anxious and stared at Dario reproachfully. She said to him, How could you bully a child? Dario remained silent, but the corner of his mouth twitched. Bully? She did not know who the real bully was. Jade was worried and followed Leo out to see where he went and realized that the boy's room was just next door. The two rooms were connected by a spacious balcony without a gap between them, so it was easy to climb over. Dario locked the French windows, closed the curtains, and turned off the lights. His face sank, and in an instant, the room became even darker. Although the little boy interrupted the romantic atmosphere, Jade felt a lot more restful now. Go back to bed, Dario said in a commanding tone as he stared at her bare feet. Oh, she was already getting used to his commanding tone, so Jade returned to her bed obediently. Then Dario also got in the bed, with only a towel wrapped around his lower body. Jade immediately jumped up from the bed and asked anxiously, What are you doing? Dario rolled his eyes at her and thought that she was just spouting nonsense. Going to sleep, of course. Then why are you sleeping next to me? This is my bed. Jade froze for a moment and thought about what he said. Right, it was his bed. She immediately got out of bed. Then, I should leave now since I don't want to disturb your sleep. Where are you going? Stay here. Jade lowered her head. She felt a little embarrassed and said, I don't like sleeping with others. Dario looked at her shy expression through the dim light, and his gaze became even darker. Do you think I want to sleep with you? Dario's words made Jade speechless. With that, he stood up and said, I'll sleep in the other room then. Tonight, this room belongs to you. After that, he really walked to the door and intended to leave. Jade awkwardly sat on the bed, not sure whether to lie down or to leave. Did she just kick Dario out of his room? Thank you, Jade said as she looked at his back while he left. However, she could not describe her gratitude in words. He saved her soul and took her in when she was in her most miserable state. She really did not know what to say other than thank him. Go to sleep, Dario said plainly as he twisted the door handle. By the way, I still don't know your name. Just as he was about to leave, Jade remembered that she still did not know his name. The accident 5 years ago led her to fall for the wrong man, Bruce. This time, she definitely would not make the same mistake again. She wanted to carve his name in her heart and remember it well. Although she might not be able to find the person who saved her 5 years ago, the person who saved her that night was right in front of her eyes. Therefore, she felt she must learn his name. Dario turned around with his gaze darkened. Once you know it, you must remember it for the rest of your life. It was only just a name, but Dario made it sound like a lifetime promise. Jade looked at his serious face and replied softly, Of course, Dario Foster. If you dare to forget it, know there will be consequences. Dario Foster. Okay, I've remembered it. I'll never forget. Jade recited his name 3 times in her heart. Seeing that she wanted to remember his name so earnestly, Dario could not help but smile as his gaze became gentler. Sleep well. When they finished talking, he turned around and walked to the other bedroom. Jade stared at the tightly shut door and whispered softly, Good night. At peace, her consciousness swirled in the land of dreams, oblivious to the physical world. For some reason, she was able to sleep even more at ease in this unfamiliar environment than in her own house. If her good friend Violet did not call her the next morning, she would keep on sleeping. After the phone rang for the third time, Jade picked up the phone. Before she could say anything, her friend had already started scolding her. "Jade, where have you been? Do you know how many times I've called you?" Sorry, I was too tired. Oh yeah, what's the matter?" "I almost forgot to tell you, you weren't here yesterday, so you might not know. There's a production crew coming to our university today. They're saying that they'll be choosing an actress for an important role. This time, it won't be just a background actress role. The whole school is in uproar. Our teacher is searching everywhere for you and says that you'll have the highest chance of obtaining the role." Jade woke up instantly. She lifted the blanket and gently slapped her face. After realizing that this was not a dream, she asked excitedly, "Really? When will it be?" "This afternoon. Just come over as soon as possible to pry for information first. I'll talk to you later." "Okay, I will go now." As Jade hung up the phone, she felt lighthearted. The reason that she chose her major was to earn money, and if she could get an important role in a TV series, she could earn a lot more money to save her grandmother. Therefore, every time there was an audition, she would take the opportunity seriously. She had to hurry. She went outside to search for Dario and wanted to tell him that she was going to leave. However, after searching for some time, she still could not find him. She was unable to see it clearly last night, but today she realized that his mansion was extremely luxurious. Every painting on the wall was very valuable, but she did not have time to appreciate them this morning. She could not find him, so she would have to leave anyway. She would explain to him where she went the next time she saw him. She really had to get going. When she was about to leave, the butler offered her a ride to the university, but she refused and only asked for the location of the bus stop. After a short walk, she arrived at the bus stop and took the next bus.